Got a nice sharp one. That one's whole. Worked on the bottom. Really nice. Right, we're back down in here. I got Douglas and Rose today. What do you got, Rose? Got our little piece of flint, and I found me a little bladelet already. We just got in here. There's some footprints in here since I've last been in here, but there's so much promise in here. We're gonna go all the way down still. This is the second time I've been in here since the floods have receded. It's been pretty muddy. You probably seen that last video. It's severely muddy down here. But we found that nice point just laying out. So we're gonna walk down through here and hit a couple spots that are hard for adults to get into because of this mud. I could get up to them and not really sink, but it's still a little hard to navigate. I'm gonna have Bub, since he's so light, go up in this one place that we always find arrowheads and see what he could locate. So we're gonna get walking. It's still a little swampy. I'm gonna quit talking, save my air for the hike. All right. Whoever's looking down here probably wasn't looking for bottles. I don't think that's an old one. Looks like a Corona bottle, but I didn't see that last time I was in here. I don't know if the water was this high or it's just gotten kind of washed off or what, but we're still moving. We see a couple things. It's mostly flint right now, but it was flint I didn't see last time, so that means some stuff's getting uncovered. Bub, hand me that rock. I just was looking at it. Oh, it's got like a concave spot on it. I didn't know if that was a wear or not. It doesn't look like wear. It looks natural. But up there right above him, there's a seam of embers where it was an old buried fire line. And then there's some right down there too. So we're looking in here. There's lots of fired rock laying about. See if we can't find anything amongst this little landslide here. I don't know if that's one. Nah, it's just a rock, but down below it I did find a piece of pottery finally. A little bit of rocks falling out right here. We'll have to slow it down and look in here a bit. All right, I found a little blade in here the other day with like a uniface tool. And I was looking in here again, and today I found a rim shard of pottery. So that's a pretty cool little find there. All right, half my boots in the water. We're right at the water. Half my boots in the mud, I mean. You can see how thick it is still. If you look here, there's little shards of pottery and little flint flakes everywhere. This landslide, and if that little seam there, you could crawl up under that and it goes up in there 8-10 feet. That's where all that stuff's coming from. You have to be real careful looking, washing in and out, because it's hard to tell. The mud's so thick. If 1 minute something could wash out and you'd never would have known unless you're there in that one wave. So we're gonna have to take it slow and meticulous through here. All right, I'm in some thick mud here. I got lucky right down in the water right here. I found a piece that's worked. Here, let me get you close. You can see how it's worked. That corner there, but it's like I busted outside of a piece. So that has us on the board finally for a worked piece at least. Not exactly what I wanted to find, but it counts. We're gonna go through here a little bit farther before we call it a day. All right, I'm out here in no man's land. Place where I don't find much. The fire pit's just right up in there. Got the babies up there looking on the hill, but I got something laying here. I don't know if it's a really big piece of flint. I thought it was a worked piece. That thing's huge. All right, Douglas and I made the find of the day. He thought he had just a big old piece of flint, like a spall maybe, but they tried to work on that side. I don't know if it was a giant tool. It's busted off on two sides. Some type of scraper or giant piece to plow. But you could tell where they were trying to work at. Could have been big preform too. They didn't bust that side up yet, but that's pretty cool. All right, right over is where I found, in that root base where I found one of my first Madison Fort Ancients. I can't remember what it was. It was a triangle point. And right here, right about somewhere right there, yeah, you can see the triangle still, where I just picked it up. Got a nice sharp one. That one's whole. Worked on the bottom. Really nice. Cool. Found it out in the open?
Yeah.
You didn't dig it?
I dug through like a tiny bit of dirt.
You can see there, that's worked. I think on that side, definitely on that side. Looks like the edge to a triangle. So Rose got on the board too today. That's pretty good. Good job, baby. All right, this was a good little hunt here with the kids. We got a little bit of everything. Got lots of debitage over here. There's one piece there I thought was worked when you look at it. Kind of looks worked, but it's just a convenient break. Lots of good pottery, all kinds of shapes and sizes. Some of it looks charred. I'm starting to find stuff that looks burnt in fires. So that's a neat little revelation. That piece there is kind of broke up. I don't know about this one. I thought for a second that it looked burnt. It just, right there you kind of see where it looks charred. I mean, they're all cooked because that's the process for getting the pottery to harden. They take that clay and then they put mushed up shell usually as a temper. And a temper is like a hardening agent that will keep it together. And then they got to cook it and dry it out. And that's how you get pottery. Let's see here. There's a rim piece. Those are some of my favorites. Rim pieces are a lot rarer. And there's a rim piece. So 2 rim pieces today. That was a pretty good day. Then we got a little bit of charcoal from a fire pit, which I thought was really cool. Then Douglas found this big piece, and I thought that it was just a piece of flint, but you can tell it's been worked at on this side. I don't know if they're going to do a preform or if they're using that as some kind of crude tool, but you can see where that lines up on that edge where they were working it. So that was a cool little find right there. And then the last 3, including the find of the day, we got this little worked edge on this piece that's busted off. This is the corner to a little, probably 4th ancient triangle, something like that. The find of the day, and it's still sharp as a tack on the end. You can see it. Is that little thin triangle right there. It just had a little tip down there on the bottom left broke off. Other than that, it'd been a smoker. But we come out there with a win. We got a lot of good stuff and had a lot of fun with the kids today. So I appreciate everybody that's watched. Have a good day.